catching us up on losers. Plup 3-0'd Eddie. Plup aCID happening again? Are we gonna? Oh my god! The rematch.
And Plup's aCID's probably pissed off that like, really, you're gonna stream the one where it's in losers as opposed to the one in winners.
Or he's like, all right, I'm just gonna beat him again.
Yeah, that's more badass of a mentality.
This is more badass. I mean, you won in winners. So for the people who missed it, aCID upset Plup like mad early, and then aCID kept on winning, beating Bimbo, and then or beat Ringler earlier, and then went game 5 versus Null. Last I checked, is sitting at winner side grands. So aCID's playing out of his mind.
It's funny how we'll probably say that aCID Geo, aCID Null was a closer set than SFAT Null.
It was, though. SFAT Null was really close, but I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't get much closer than SFAT Null. Okay, so let's see if Plup can win this one.
His reaction tech chases. Plup is pissed, dude. He's like, you thought that you could come in here and say that this isn't property of the Plup Club?
Oh, I haven't heard about the Plup Club in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You're right about that.
I mean, I think Plup's chat would love to differ on that point. They've known for a long time that TMT, Plup's looking to claim it. And oh man, what beautiful reverse fair.
But it was a dashing
reverse fair again.
It was a dash and crouch cancel, right? Dash and crouch cancel on a get up attack.
Mm-hmm. It's a base roll classic, and Plup's adapting to it. Or yeah, I guess I should say Drug Fox classic.
That's one of those things that younger, like if you want to go from like mid-level to above that, learning the different crouch things, like crouch cancel into like walk tilt, crouch cancel into obviously grab, into like while dashing, all those things with Sheik are like probably the strongest of any character. And so, you know, Plup's really good at that stuff. So it's not just that Plup is like arguably the fastest player in Melee. It's also that while doing all this stuff, Plup is somehow crouching, like the whole time.
Yeah, because like you have to run cancel, and to run cancel, you have to hold down. And like if you attack Plup at those last moments, expect a reversal of some sort.
Yeah, so not only do you have to hit, not only do you have to hit someone who's moving this fast, you have to hit them with like a safe space move that doesn't get CC punished, which is like ludicrously difficult.
And you know, still quite competitive. I mean, it's Fox Sheik, bro. He could have gone for a wave shine conversion there, and it's an even stock. It's not like Plup can just run over this Fox like he thought he could in winners.
Yeah, I mean, aCID showing it wasn't a fluke so far, at least. Oh, dash tech up tilt. I like that.
Ooh.
Oh, that downer was a great idea. It didn't end up spacing it right though.
Yeah, and it's funny that like we're seeing Plup in many avenues, not every avenue of course, but he's just kind of outspeeding aCID in a lot of spots. Just like, yeah, I'm gonna chase you down, I'm gonna run you down, I'm gonna shield drop faster than you, I'm gonna do moves faster than you, and try to tech chase you as long as I can.
Plup, though. I remember watching Fiction stream where he ran to Plup on Unranked. And you know, Fiction is a fast technical player, right?
Yes.
He literally was just saying the whole time, it's like it feels like every time we're just playing and we're just, you know, kind of going, yup, your tech skill's better than mine, yup, your tech skill's better than mine.
Especially since Fiction is still learning Falco, so like obviously he's gonna be a little slower in some spots. Like to us, like to you especially, he looks like really fast, but like to somebody in Plup's caliber, like being fast isn't good enough. You need to be like truck speed.
Yeah. And I mean, it doesn't happen that often at a top level, right? Like everyone's got tech skill, but to basically like be so much faster than even top level people, you have to be like to make them feel like that, you have to be like stupid fast.
Because like you know, people around Plup's level, even like there's players that take their time. I think I'm one of them, where like, you know, I'm not going at every beats. I am gonna try to zone you out a little. I'm gonna wait. But with people that is faster, not only are they just straight up moving faster with their execution, but their decision-making speed is just lightning years faster. I think Zane's actually like a big example of that, where, you know, he plays Mark that's like not exactly the character that you just spam buttons with like you would with Fox, but his decision-making is lightning fast.
Yeah.
There's no hesitation, and Plup is one of those characters that not only presses buttons really fast, but its decision making is like lightning fast too.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that like ends up becoming the difference maker. It's like, yeah, there's the tech skill, but it's really like just how fast going from point A to point B and reacting to game state. You know, like it's just
Hmm.
there's that one term they say the refresh rate.
Yeah.
The refresh rates are just like stupid fast.
Right.
And that's like
I mean,
the big difference maker.
yeah, like the one piece of advice I give to so many new players whenever, they play me in my streams is that I always say like, yeah, I mean, I'm just reacting to positions faster than you, so therefore I'm just running you over. And that's how I'm able to just be fast. Like, it's funny because like I'm not running them over by just pressing buttons. I'm running them over because like they just don't know positions as well as I do. And then so that I catch like DIs and like I catch surprise mix-ups here and there that like it's not really a mix-up because I'm just running over. Kind of like what Plup is doing right now, honestly. Like, Jesus, making
Yeah,
that acid set look like a fluke.
maybe we'll see. It's still I'm not running acid off yet. It is not looking good in this game, admittedly.
He just tried the natives on deck chase. What? That's a thing.
That wasn't. Yeah, it's not a thing because I don't think Sheik even like charged a needle there, right? Like
What?
that wasn't enough time to charge even one needle, right? That was like so fast to cancel.
Can Drugfox confirm if that's like optimal? Because that if anything, style points. Jeez.
Did he actually get a needle charge there in time? Like that was like he pressed B then L like immediately.
It's like, what? Did he mean to do that?
Like that. If that's a thing, that's funny.
Yeah, it's like I'm just gonna charge one needle every time I tech chase. That's optimal.
You can't do that, right?
Yeah, maybe you do it for like a rhythm thing. I don't know.
But
But you can't cover technical plays. I don't know.
forget the rhythm thing. Like, do you actually have enough time to get one needle off?
I don't.
I mean, I guess on tech roll you do, but technical plays, do you actually like?
Sheik mains can add us on Twitter if that's actually a thing. That if you could charge a needle that fast. But we're going to FD where Plup is like, nope, screw Sheik. I am going Fox. And most like he does this against like every Fox now. Every time you take him to FD, he's like, no, I'm not gonna deal with this trash matchup. I'm gonna put this in the even ground. I want to actually have a chance to win. And also, when I said that Plups is really fast, I think it doesn't show any better than with his Fox.
Yeah, I also would say caveat there. His Fox and teams.
Oh my goodness!
Like his Fox and teams is just like
you can't stop it.
it's unbelievable. Like he's literally just winning every 2v1, and you're like, bro, you're against 2 top 10 players. Like, calm down.
Yeah, but calm down, dude. Also with that Armada Shine, because Plup is not slowing down one bit. aCID needs to seriously find a way to kind of stave off of Plup's speed, because if not, he's just gonna keep running you over. Always like the first obstacle. If you ever want to beat Plup, you have to match his speed. Which, to be fair, he did earlier on. It's just how you're gonna match his adaptations now.
Again, aCID did win in winners. This set has not been that close, but maybe aCID cooled off after losing. But nonetheless, win or
And I
lose,
do point out that like the main way how aCID's been like getting a lot of his hits is through recognition of scraps and finding the kills and finishing his food. It hasn't really been through like flowcharts though, which I feel like is very necessary if you want to consistently beat players. I feel like aCID's been doing a lot of studying to like recognize what top players tend to do in these tight spots, but not actually like, yeah, like, flowcharts like that, where I think if aCID wants to win more consistently in future TMTs, he can't just only rely on scrap recognition, because, players like Plup, they're going to adapt back, they're going to have the flowcharts, they'll be ready.
yeah. Nonetheless, hell of a run by aCID. Like,
Congratulations.
it really, like, sure the loser set didn't look as good, but dub's dub, you can't take it away from him. So, still did really well, got 5th. And so, literally, if aCID won that game 5 against Null, it could be aCID in freaking Winterside Grands right now. So
Yeah,
that's huge progress for aCID, and for
Mhm.
Plup, like
His name
like
is
I
on the
said,
map.
like I said earlier, Plup could still win this tournament.
Hmm.
Like, and at this point, I'm like,
Yeah,
why don't you?
he's like the looming the looming storm that Geo has like the biggest advantage in beating Plup, but you know it's not guaranteed for him.
Yeah, Plup is arguably still favored to win this event,
Mhm.
even at this position.
Yeah. And
Um,
also, I would like to bring up that if you got any Twitch Primes, just check if press the subscribe button and see if you have a Twitch Prime ready. It's kind of hard to see nowadays, and we're gonna donate every single one of the Prime proceeds to Genesis. And if you want to see some TNT highlights that will be uploaded weekly, check out youtube.com/flyquest.
Absolutely. Always support the homies of Genesis. Changing dates is extremely costly.
Hmm.
End of the day, like people have been talking a lot about like the general scene's health, and I can tell you something. If you've met Bobak and Sheridan and Germ and the Genesis team, you know that they're just a
The
Link main,
souls.
a Puff main, and an Ice Climber main who plays Falco now sometimes too.
They're just
Like
doing it for the love of the
they're just
game, and I
they're
just would like to thank you, Snorlax, for subscribing for Prime.
they're
Thank you
just
so much.
homies. They're just homies. And if that doesn't convince you enough, you're like, oh well, great. All those characters are lame. Well, I mean, you're whack for saying that. But
Yeah,
if that doesn't
whack.
convince you enough, think about what your life would be like and how much worse it would be without Genesis. Like, put that into your mental image of like, yo,
I,
like money doesn't grow on trees. Like,
I, I was
these sort of
talking.
things are pretty bad. Like, we can't. We're not exactly the type of community that can sustain ourselves
Yeah.
like without community support. And yeah, that's a pretty bad world. And so
Hmm.
if you're putting your prime into random streamer 101, into some hot tub streamers, into some people who like make reaction content, instead of
God
putting
bless your
it
souls.
towards Genesis, not that there's anything wrong with that. Instead of putting it to help Genesis, maybe think about your priorities. All I'm saying.
Yep. And
Prime it.
I do want to bring up that like I was me and Eddie had the same flight to the NorCal tourney that occurred last weekend, and we were getting to know each other a little better. We were talking for a good amount, and when I was talking to Eddie with his very long Melee career, 15 years, what was his favorite tournament experience ever? And he said, "Oh, easy, Genesis 3. Genesis 3 was the the most iconic, well-ran tournament series that had all the storylines and like all the great Melee. And I always enjoyed going to every single Genesis, before and after, where Genesis was around when Melee was dying, like literally dead when Brawl was out, and Melee was like actually dead, like not that many people in the scene. And then up to Genesis 7, where Eddie Mexico has enjoyed every single one, and without such an iconic tourney series that was around in Melee's deepest depths and still helping us to this day. Um, please support them as much as you can. That's what we're trying to do. And thank you, Destiny Fan, for the Prime, and Hungry Box for the raid of 870 people. Thank you so much for entering TMT.
Hell yeah. All right. So what's going on in this bracket? We got Suf, who just is actually on quite a bit of a run. Suf was in losers really early. Who did Suf lose
Hmm.
to?
He
Lost
lost
to
to
Fat Goku,
yes.
which is not a bad loss. Fat Goku's mad good.
Hmm.
And then Suf beat BBB, beat Ringler, 3-0'd Casper,
Thank you, Golden, for the Prime.
beat Aura, who actually went really far too. So shouts to Aura.